What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and whoa, more news is coming out about the next-ish, big-ish Marvel film, The Eternals. Many of you probably haven't heard of The Eternals. In fact, it wasn't something that I was really into either. I mean, it's been around for a very long time. It's a big cast of B and C level MCU characters, but, you know, Marvel does have to start kind of rebuilding. I mean, they can either replace Iron Man with like a different character. No, God! Or they can try to introduce new characters. The problem is, I think anyway, many of the actors that play these characters have become so synonymous with them. It's like, I don't think I could ever see anyone but Hemsworth play Thor. I don't think I could ever see anyone but Robert Downey Jr. play Iron Man. And these people aren't going to live forever. You know, so I've also been on the fence on what Phase 4 is really going to look like. Are they going to still be churning out billion-dollar films automatically? I don't know. I mean, I think that, you know, Black Widow will probably do okay. Certainly, it'll be surprising if it doesn't make a billion. But you look at a movie like Captain Marvel, for example, which was a pretty much unknown character that easily made $1 billion because they made it contingent upon required reading for Endgame.
Where the hell have you been all this time?
There are a lot of other planets in the universe.
And so, you know, you've got to bake in some level. Now, would Captain Marvel have made $0? Of course not. But it'll be interesting to see if Marvel continues the $1 billion automatic type outcomes, or if they just reduce their budget and they change their expectations. But after Black Widow, we have The Eternals, which is the wokest Marvel film ever. And not just like kind of woke, it is super woke, like superhero levels of woke. Just as a tiny example, you know, they most of the characters, the majority of the characters in this film are either race or gender swapped. You look at Makkari is now female, black, and deaf. Yes, that's right. We have our first deaf superhero. I guess my question is like, okay, I mean, this is not uncommon. I mean, you have blind superheroes and stuff like that. So, you know, you know, canon-wise, it's not crazy. But you just hope that they write it in a good way and that they're not just writing it for headlines. Unfortunately, recent history with Marvel has proven that they care more about getting headlines than they care about developing that character. It's like when you have a character in like the CW series where they think that their gayness is a personality trait. It's just a thing that they are, but then they put too much effort into saying, yeah, but this character's gay. Yeah, but this character likes girls. So watch our show.
Okay, people, time to recalibrate our gaydar.
We all wear a mask of some kind.
Stop it.
I mean, we see Batwoman completely tanking, Supergirl completely tanking, although Supergirl, I think, didn't lean as heavily on the wokeness as Batgirl did, or Batwoman, but Batwoman's been falling even further. I mean, yeah, it's going to get renewed because the CW doesn't have anything else, but it's just not good. And when you rely on this kind of stuff to put butts in seats, it doesn't work. I mean, you could ask Birds of Prey about that. Then we have Kingo is now Indian instead of Japanese. We have Salma Hayek's character, Ajak, is now female, Hispanic, and Lebanese. Don Lee's Gilgamesh is now Asian. And Sprite is now female and a young girl. Bonding in the comics goes on to write, the miscast of Kingo is such a wasted opportunity, especially when you think what they could have put in the role instead. For example, Ken Watanabe, who has experience playing a samurai as seen in The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. You could also have Takashi Kaneshiro, who, if you have seen House of the Flying Daggers, you know that he has the chops to bring Kingo to life. YouTuber Eric July reacted to the casting news and changes from Jack Kirby's original characters, calling it inexcusable. July states, and why is it inexcusable? Because there are mountains and mountains and mountains of source material out there in which there are so many different characters, so many different fresh characters that you can create. All the black characters that Marvel could have brought in instead of tokenizing the ones that exist or bringing in tokenized characters, unoriginal characters. They're sitting on all these other guys, the Brother Voodoos of the world, and there are many different characters to choose from. It's just not with them. It's many other minority groups as well. And, you know, this is something that really strikes home for me because at the end of the day, look, if you've got the chops, cool, all right? But we know why they're doing this stuff. And also, let me talk about the cast of this film. It's literally a who's who of who? I mean, you got a way past their prime Angelina Jolie, who's not going to sell tickets like she once was. Kumail Nanjiani, don't care. You know, everyone else here, I mean, Salma Hayek, I mean, her cup overfloweth, believe me. But boring, she's not selling tickets, and I don't know a single other one of these people. Don Lee, Brian Henry, Richard Madden.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
The Lannisters send their regards.
Oh, hi.
Leah McHugh, never heard of them. Now that doesn't mean they're not popular. Maybe I just don't know who they are and they've been in movies I haven't seen. But it seems like I thought maybe they're going to try to go low budget with the cast in the Eternals, but I'm pretty sure that Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek weren't cheap. So they're not cheaping out, and Kumail Nanjiani probably is. These are like probably C-level draws now. But the cast looks like one of those fake or one of those stock photos from a picture frame at the store. It's just so obviously like, okay, we're checking boxes. I mean, I don't know what you could say that would disprove that. And again, people will misrepresent my opinion and saying like, oh, well, you have a problem with... No, I don't. They just better be able to act. And I've seen it before with Hollywood many, many times. They worry about getting the right mix of colors and backgrounds and bed partners, and they don't worry about the script. And they think that's going to sell tickets because they spend all day on Twitter. The fact of the matter is it doesn't. And there's innumerable examples of where it doesn't. You don't see movies really doing this level of swapping ending up right. And then we've got Maximum Woke now. Maximum Woke, as more than 20 articles were written yesterday and today about Marvel's first man-on-man action.
You need to step away. Why shouldn't the guy let off a little steam?
You know damn well why. Back off. I'm in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
That's right. It's finally here. And Jesus wept. I'm not kidding you. This movie won't be out for what? It's November. I think it comes out in November. So 9 months, closer to a year away. You know, it's about a year away at this time. And these are the articles you're putting out. And I'm just going to say this. You're not going to convince me that this isn't woke virtue signaling.
I don't believe you.
The movie isn't going to be out for 9 months, and this is the stories you're running? I mean, nobody cares. The only people that care about this are people that don't go to your movies. I just don't care. Like, to me, you would get infinitely more credit because you get 0 credit when you do this. Let me explain why I say it this way. You don't get any credit for donating to charity and then going all over social media and talking about how good of a person you are because you donated to charity.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
That's what this is. They're like, hey, everybody, I've got a stunning and brave moment in a movie that is already on shaky ground because it's a new Phase 4, a new Marvel world, but retweets, please? We don't know anything about the movie, but what we're already seeing 9 months in advance is virtue signaling crap. All right? This came out now on purpose. They wanted these articles written. They wanted the free press. They are gay baiting. Of course they are. You would get the credit. All right? Here's what I want one Hollywood director to do. If you want me to say, all right, you know, you did it organically, is don't run press, you send out press reports when you do stuff like this. Just put it in the movie. How hard is that? Seriously, if anyone out there thinks that they can make a case for how these people really just care about the gays, so to say, just put it in the movie. No one's gonna walk out. It's 2020. Nobody cares. And if anybody has a problem with gay folks, they're in the extraordinary minority. I mean, who cares? Love is love, and if you got a problem with that, then, you know, just don't be gay then, okay? I don't know what to tell you. It's so dumb. It's not stunning and brave in 2020. And when you run out these articles, look at this one. This one is hilarious. This is on IndieWire. Headline. The Eternals actor said crew cried on set while filming MCU's first gay kiss. Give me a break. Nobody cares. Nobody cares except these Hollywood weirdos that think they're changing the world when Joe and Jane Everyman or Everywoman couldn't care less. We don't care. You go, I live in a small town, and there are nights at my local pub when there's just as many gay couples in there as straight ones, and nobody cares. Everyone just kicks it and hangs out. That's what, like, most of America is like. All right? Are there pockets of losers, people that are jerks? Yes, of course. All right? But an MCU movie isn't going to change their mind. Seeing two dudes kiss in an MCU film, who cares? Listen to this. This is coming from the director, all right? In an interview, Eternal supporting cast member Haz Sleeman of Little America and Jack Ryan opened about his character's relationship with Phastos, played by Brian Tyree Henry. Phastos is an Eternal with skills of invention and machine building, and in the movie will be shown to have a personal life just as rich and exciting as the superhero one. Hope that sells tickets for you. Doesn't interest me. Sleeman opened up about his history making couple. History making. Oh my, it's in a movie. It's not making history. All right. It's just in a movie. There are entire websites where I can go and watch all the dudes kiss and do whatever they feel like doing. All right. Marvel putting it in a movie is irrelevant. It's 2020. Stunning and brave if you did it in the 50s, maybe. The quote goes, "It's a beautiful, very moving kiss. Everyone cried on set." Sorry. Okay, sorry. All right. It's a beautiful, very moving kiss. Everyone cried on set. For me, it's very important to show how loving and beautiful a queer family can be. Brian Tyree Henry is such a tremendous actor and brought so much beauty into this part. And at one point, I saw a child in his eyes, and I think it was wait a minute. Nope, not gonna even make that joke. I saw a child in his eyes, and I think it's important for the world to be reminded that we in the queer rebellious, they're just gay. Who cares? Like, I care about relationship of one character in a superhero movie isn't even in the top 50, but doesn't, you know, it doesn't stop these folks from, you know, try. Good job on checking all the boxes. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.